too late to start a blog. It's too late. It's too late to start a blog. It's too late.
I presume you have a normal 9 to 5 job. I presume what you earn is sufficient to pay off your living expense. Maybe you can save a few $100s every month, which you can invest elsewhere. But you know you really can't get out of the rat race just by relying on your salary. Also, what happened after 2020? You know there's no such thing as job security. So you want to find another income stream. You have done some research and found out there are many ways to make money online. For instance, you can go with dropshipping, offering service, cryptocurrency trading, or being an influencer by creating quality content. And after some investigation, you want to start with writing blogs because it's virtually risk-free and the effort is kind of minimal. You just need a computer and being persistent on writing quality content. You are so dedicated and you have done it for more than a year, but you are still seeing crickets. You have done everything it takes to attract traffic. You're paying attention to SEO, tried out Pinterest, writing guest posts at other blogs, or even repost your content at Medium. So what went wrong then? Now, if you ask me, I believe it's a bad idea to start blogging with the intention of making money online. It's already too late. Now, allow me to clarify a bit. What I mean is too late to start a blog. I'm not saying it's dead because you can still make money from it. What I mean is the game has changed. Right now, there are other alternatives that you can earn more, have better odds to succeed, make bigger impacts, and potentially more fun. Blogging is just not a good use of your time, especially when you're just starting. It took me a year and a half to realize this fact, and I don't want you to make the same mistake as I did. If you want to start building passive income in 2021, keep watching because it will be very relevant to you. Hello everyone, if it's the first time you come across to my channel, my name is Kyuso and I create content to help the young working professional to level up in their life and career. If you found my video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. I really appreciate it, and at the same time, you are not missing out. So blogging 101. Traffic is the lifeblood of a blog. If you want to make money from blogging, then you need to know how to capture the traffic. And the first thing you should rely on is SEO. In case you don't know what SEO is, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. If it's done properly, then your post will show up in the search result more often, which will increase your site's exposure. Speaking from my experience, I think it's really difficult to rank on SEO, especially for newer blogs, because most keywords are taken even for the long-tailed ones. Also, not to mention, your content has to be detailed and in high quality. It would be a pipe dream to rank on the first page if your article is less than 1,000 words. And even if you manage to do so, the odds are not in your favor because other established sites will have a better domain score than you. You see, it's a long shot just to get your blog ranked. But then you ask, what about YouTube video? Doesn't that rely on SEO as well? Isn't SEO extremely competitive on YouTube too? Let's look at these fun facts. As of 2020, there are about 600 million blogs on the internet. There are around 37 million channels on YouTube. But 37% of all mobile traffic are belonged to YouTube alone. If you crunch the numbers, then you see it's much easier to rank your video on YouTube than ranking your blog post on Google because of the higher traffic to player ratio. On top of that, successful YouTube channels don't rely on SEO alone. To them, SEO is just the icing of the cake. For those people, the main focus is to make the YouTube algorithm happy. In a nutshell, if their video has a high audience retention rate and have high engagement, then YouTube will be more likely to recommend their content than others. More on that later. What I'm saying is video content creators have more ways to generate traffic than bloggers. In fact, for a lot of bloggers, they have to change their game a bit as well. They also have to create their own YouTube channel to redirect the traffic back to their blog because they know blogging is not enough. The second reason is people prefer video over text. Whenever you need to learn something, say you want to learn how to cook a dish or how to DIY decorate your home, Do you usually search for a blog post or simply look it up on YouTube? Comment below and be honest here. For me, 90% of the time I'll just learn from YouTube because it's more engaging and easier to follow. Yes, I know there are exceptions. Some say it's faster to skim through the text, but I'm talking about the mainstream. You can't deny it, right? There's one famous saying, 1 minute of video is equivalent to 1.8 million words. Maybe it's a bit exaggerated, but you can't deny the fact that video is far superior than text alone. The game has definitely changed. Nowadays, if we want to get the attention of everyone, we should focus on making videos instead because it's way more effective than blogging. Video for sure is harder to produce, but taking these into account is well worth the effort. Point number 3, you might have noticed that the YouTube community is very engaging. They leave all kinds of comments, good or bad. Also, they're more likely to share a video than blog post. Not sure why. Probably because video is easier to entice people to interact with you. Last year I wrote about 30 blog posts. Even I asked around and tell people to come and leave some comments, but I only have 1 comment. The rest are spam messages. But for my YouTube video, even the view count isn't that high, and I'm talking about around 100 views on average, I can still expect about 4 to 5 comments at least per video. For other bigger channels, they can easily get hundreds or even thousands of comments. But you don't see that very often in a blog post, right? Even for the big players. Back then when I was solely blogging, I felt I was solely doing this for no one. I was so frustrated back then and I was so close to giving up. But think on the bright side. Thanks to that, I have a much higher tolerance to my content not blowing up on YouTube because I've seen worse. When I see people complain about their video not getting views, not getting comment, all I can say is try blogging. Now the 4th point is kind of obvious, and that is writing articles are nowhere near as profitable as creating video. Now let's take a few steps back. Forget the fact that you can make money by putting an affiliate link in your content. Just for the sake of argument, I'm going to compare how much you can make per view count of a video and an article. In this case, I'll have to mention Medium. Medium is probably the most established publishing platform where you can write and get paid depending on the internal view count. Kind of like YouTube ad revenue, but not really, because Medium doesn't have ads. The money came from the view time of the paid member, so the earning is very limited. There are people earning 5 figures in Medium, but they are already the top earners. Whereas on YouTube, even people has complained the ad revenue is low. The top players can easily earn 6 to 7 figures just from the ads alone. And another fact here is, as of September 2020, there are only 6.4% of the active writers are making more than $100 per month. Simply put, you can't really expect to make a living from writing articles, but it is a lot more doable with video. So, what's good with blogging? Don't get me wrong, it's still good to have your own site. The good thing having your own blog is it's entirely under your control. Even I'm going all in on YouTube, I'm aware that I'm only utilizing their platform. There's always a risk if you put all your eggs in one basket because YouTube can lose its market share or maybe shut down my channel for good. But as long as I still have my blog and my email list, people are still able to find me and consume my content. That's why I still update my blog from time to time. That being said, if you don't have a tribe, then what's good with having a blog? As I have mentioned, writing articles is not efficient in building your personal brand, redirecting your traffic, and of course, the earning potential is so low compared to making videos. It would be much better to focus on building your audience with video first. Then later on, you can consider having your blog to archive your content. In conclusion, the game has changed and evolved. I know many still insist money can be made with blogging in 2021. Blogging is not dead yet, etc, etc. But in my opinion alone, writing blog posts, no matter how good your article is not enough to capture the audience attention. is such a half-baked approach, and you need to do better than that. For me, I'm going hard on video. Of course, it's not easy. It requires dedication because it's a lot of work. It also requires courage because you are showing your face as you speak. But making videos gives you the best odds of success. And if you are serious, you shouldn't have those fear holding you back. And that's why I think it's too late to start a blog in 2021. Whether you agree with me or not, comment below because I love to hear your thought. And again, I'm a career empowerment coach. If you are struggling and feeling a bit motivated at work, feel free to book a 30-minute clarity course session with me for free and see if we can figure something out. Details at the description. I'll see you in the next video. Signing off.